Very good. It's a great joy to be here with you, and I'm very happy to participate again.
What time is in Honduras, Cardinal?
Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
No.
3:50.
Oh my.
Anyhow, I'm so happy to see you and to participate again.
Oh
Okay.
my. Oh my.
Jesus, with his incarnation, assumes the normal poverty of all men. He has depended on all the others, suffered dangers, feel hunger and thirst, and live in order to die. By his birth, he joined a small and humble people that live and for in dominion. And in these people, Jesus did not belong to the high class. The parents of Jesus are characterized as simple people. In the purification of Mary, 2 doves are sacrificed, which is characteristic of poverty. Wrapped in swaddling clothes, he lies in a manger, a manifestation of his existential poverty. The first to come to see the child were shepherds, simple folk of the town, maybe even to the point of being scorned. Nazareth is a poor village that seems not to have a very good name. Here lived Jesus for 30 years, unnoticed and without calling attention, so that the people of the village exclaim with surprise when he speaks for the first time in the synagogue. Yes, he is a carpenter, maybe even a despised profession. Jesus accepts for himself as his normal destiny this ordinary way of life, and day by day lives with all the people the rhythm of a dull life. He fits with simplicity into the life of the village and forms part of the human net where give and you take. Even his accent, it is possible to know his origin. During his public life, Jesus is always on the road, and he does not have a place to stay. He is homeless. He suffers from thirst, hunger, and deprivations, all that included in a life on the road. Jesus abandoned his profession and lived like a scribe without an established or fixed income. His life is so poor that he does not have a place to put his head. He does not carry any money and does not accept help. Jesus goes to those who need him, rich or poor, even though in this way he gives a negative testimony of poverty, even though he caused a scandal to the pious people. We do not see him as a fanatic of poverty. He does not look for exterior poverty, but liberty, serenity, and the absence of worry. In this way, Jesus is available for all men and seems sensitive and open to all of them. Jesus is radically poor that he can be brought to death. In the same way as his birth, he was at the mercy of men. Now he is without help on the cross. The external poverty robbed of his clothes and the death of the naked cross, the same as the borrowed grave in which he is buried, are only external signs of an alienation much more profound. Jesus then manifested that his being was totally of the Father, and that he was sent by the Father to live a poor life dedicated preferentially to the poor of his time. Christ transmitted the richness of the redemption through the poverty of his humanity and his death. He brought us fullness and strength through him humiliation and weakness. He, being wealthy, became poor for us in order to enrich us with his poverty. The first and principle intended for the kingdom that he comes to announce announced and inaugurated are the poor. The summary of the gospel and all the preaching of Jesus is not the kingdom and salvation have arrived, but salvation has come to the poor and to sinners. In the program speech in Nazareth, he affirms, "The Spirit of the Lord is over me because he has anointed me in order to give the good news to the poor." And he concluded, okay, today these words of the scripture have been fulfilled. This is what we see in Jesus, the poor and the salvation that has come to the poorest of the poor. Thank you.